Yeah, well, we'll start a new streak Monday. Let's go.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Friday, August 20th, 2021, and this is episode number 316 of Barry on Deck. As always, Barry on Deck brought to you by the AP Law Group. If you have been injured in an accident, do not get screwed over by the insurance companies. Call my guys Gilbert and Arsha over at the AP Law Group. 713-913-GO-AP or online at aplawgroup.com. Welcome to the program. We got a lot to do. This says, Jay, welcome, homie. Jay said, been waiting on something good to listen to since John and Lance went off the air. Let's go, fam. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Let's do this. We got a lot to get to. I got good news and I got bad news. Which one you want first, chat? Which one you want first? You want the good news first or you want the bad news first? Huh? All right, well, you're going to get the good news first. The good news is we didn't get to talk to him yesterday, but Kelly Iko is going to join us, hopefully, fingers crossed, on the program today. Talk a little Rockets and NBA Summer League and what's on the horizon for the Rockets and everybody else. Oh, y'all want the bad news? Bad news. Okay, well, the bad news is, sorry, sometimes the chat takes too long. Bad news is no 3-hour show today. That's the bad news. We're just doing the regular ass 2-hour show. 11 to 1. I've got to be at the studios to film Houston Sports Show at 2 p.m. today. It was originally scheduled for 4:30. They moved it back. So unfortunately, no 3-hour show. I will make it up to you on Monday. We'll do a 3-hour show. All right. We'll do the regular 2 hours. And then on Monday from 4 to 5, we'll do a private 1-hour Patreon only show, or third hour of the show on Monday. So I'll make it up to you. No 3 hours today. But Hal said Houston Sports Show is ruining our lives. It's a little hectic right now with it. I'll be honest with you. When Jerome asked me to kind of take on a bigger role and do more and host and stuff, he was like, "Yeah, we should be able to film at 4 o'clock every day." I was like, "Well, 2 to 4 I can't do because I do normally 2 to 5, but I can move the show up and do 11 to 2 and be there by 4 o'clock." He was like, "Okay." So I was like, "Yeah, so that'll work." But we haven't shot at 4 o'clock yet, so I'm gonna have to talk to him about the schedule for sure. So I do apologize. I don't even like this. Look, normally, a lot of you, I'm going to be honest with you. On this show, we've talked about a schedule change. We've talked about moving it to middays. We've talked about doing it earlier in the day. But I got to be honest with you. So far, Fridays, the numbers have been pretty bad. It's not been great because I think people are used to coming and watching Barry on Deck from 2 to 4 p.m. And so I'm going to have to consider things because I don't want the numbers. I can't afford the numbers to suffer. I can't afford to lose viewers. I can't afford to lose views. So it's a bit concerning that we're not pulling the same numbers right now. I see 22 people watching. At this time, Yesterday, we were 40s to 50s and peaking out at 60s and 70s. So it is a bit concerning. So I'm going to have some discussions and figure out what can be done about it. Maybe nothing, unfortunately. Jerry Bow in the building. What's up, Jerry Bow? Hey, let's get to the chat. Speaking of, we start the show off every day with the greatest. I wish I had an echo. The greatest. I wonder if I could do an echo. I don't think I can. Does this program do echoes? It's got compressors, plugins, EQs. Yeah, it doesn't do an echo. Boy, I wish this thing did an echo. How dope would that be? It'd be like, the greatest decade in the history of the world. But it's Shelby. Let's go on a Friday. First in the chat. First with this first super chat. Also a $5 Friday. I appreciate you, Shelby. You were the best, the sweetest, the kindest. Thank you so much for your continued generosity and promptness in getting to the show on time. It's muy importante that we have a full show early. It helps really get things rocking, and it impresses YouTube, and they're more apt to show this show to other people to get them to come watch. The higher the viewership, the earlier on and the longer. Which is why I make a big deal out of who's here first, because it is important that you guys get here early and often. So thank you again, Shelby, and to everybody that's here. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Let's go. Let's get these chats out. We got the handsomest man in the world, according to himself. Tony Garza is here. Steven, the weather guy, what's up, dude? Joe Hernandez, Incarnate, Rev House early. I dig it. Thanks for being here, buddy. TDP, truck driver Pookie, Incarnate is in the building. Keith Sager is here, ready for some lawn talk. I don't know if we'll actually, I really don't have a topic for lawn talk. That slipped big time, the lawn talk on this show. I don't think a lot of you don't give a shit. But if you got topics, I'll open it up in a little bit for lawn talk. We'll get to that. Now, who else is here? Matt Poche, Donna, my sweet Donna, AJB. What's up, Aaron J. Bryant? Good to see you, buddy. B Mart, Bez Boy in the building. Jeff Bell, what's up, famo? Who else is here? Amos, what up, player? Uriel Villanueva and Marty is in early. Good to see you, man. Jen, good to see you. Where else? Joe Hernandez is here, and Wallace, and Jay Gomez, who I got early with the nice message. Christopher Mina, what's up, dude? Rudolph, my brother, we need this. Sanitize, wash hands, social distance. One more plea from me. Please, if you're not vaccinated, don't come tonight to the live draft at Dan Seafood and Wings. Please don't do it. I'm begging you. And I know a few of you that are not vaccinated. I have been, whispers happen. And if I see you tonight, I'm going to pull you aside and say, what are you doing here? Why are you doing this? Go home. Go home. Please don't risk it for us or anybody else. It's not worth it. I don't want to see any of y'all get sick. Who else is there? Ben, what's up? Good to see you, Ben. Looks like it. Fidel is here. Luis DiMato. All right. Gang's all here. Let's go. Terry, what's up, dog? Terry said, I always miss Fridays because I forget it's at 11. Yeah, no, we got to get used to it. I don't like it. Listen, I'm serious. I try to be the model of consistency on this show, and I preach to people all the time when they want to start shows, because a lot of people will hit me up and be like, I want to do streaming, I want to do what you do, and I can do that, and I'm like, okay, so I explain to them. But one of the things that I always tell people, don't start this unless you plan to continue it and be consistent, because that's the way. You're never going to succeed if you're not consistent. So yeah, it sucks. What is this? What's up, Nick? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Total Dallas in the building with like number 19. I don't know what's happening in the chat, but it looks like somebody's saying Marty, go sign up. Hey, by the way, John Parker, if you didn't know, John Parker giving away 2 tickets to the Astros, hit me up on Twitter, tagged me and said, hey, Barry on deck, I've got 2 tickets to the Astros game tonight that I want to give to one of the Deckheads. Just hit me up. I don't know if that's been given away. He's running that. That's not affiliated or associated with Barry on Deck, but he's a Deckhead. He's an OG suspect, and he wanted to give back to the Barry on Deck community. So check it out. Go to the Twitter at Barry is funny, or excuse me, at Barry on Deck, and I retweeted it. And you can check it out and maybe get those tickets to the Astros game if you wanted to go tonight. So dopeness. All right, let's start the show. Let's get rolling. We've got plenty to discuss. Got the greatest deckhead in the history of the world out of the way. We are going to sit on the corner and do dope. Have no fear. I did not create the Barry on Sports video. I forgot to do that. Listen, let me explain what happened. So it's been a crazy week for Daddy. What's up, John? Good to see you, buddy. Happy Friday to you as well. This is what happened to me. So this week has been insane. I had Monday night off. But then like Tuesday I had Sports Right. Wednesday I had a gig. Thursday I have Sports Right. Today I've got Barry on Deck, the TV show, and then the live draft at Dan's all in one day. And then tomorrow I have a live draft at Dan's on Uvalde. So my week has been pretty crazy when you consider that already I have tons of work to do for this show on a daily basis. Plus, trying to write jokes for stand-up comedy and everything else, which is falling by the wayside. Nonetheless, woe is me, right? No big deal. I get it. This is what I signed up for. Well, this is what I got fired for. So, I wish it all translated into money, Terry. I really do. Some of it does. Some of it, not as much. But we're getting there. We're striving. It's getting better. Okay? But this is why I'm working so hard. So last night, we finished Sports Right at 9. Shock and I have about a 15-minute post-show meeting. Done skis. I'm in bed by 9:30 with the wife. I got the laptop. I'm working. First night that I've gotten to see her since Monday night. She even made the comment, and it broke my fucking heart. I was like, man, I miss you this week, baby. She said, yeah, no, it feels like we're roommates. Broke my heart. So I was like, I'm going to get in bed. We're going to go to bed. So we're laying in bed. She's watching TV, and I'm working, of course. And I was like, man, I'm tired, but I got to get this script written. I got to get, this done. I got to get that done. And she said, just go to bed and get up in the morning and do it. I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. Well, I just get up early with you. I can go to sleep with you tonight and get up early with you. It's a great idea, babe. So I said, just wake me up in the morning when you get up. Just wake me up when you get up. She said, okay. I was like, I'm done. I'm putting this laptop. We laid down. We snuggled for 15, 20, 30 minutes. Watched TV till we fell asleep. It was amazing. It was awesome. One problem. Her funky ass forgot to wake me up this morning. All the work that I had to do, scripts and show prep, cut my hair for TV, laundry for TV. I mean, I woke up at 7:45. I was like, I've already lost like 2-3 hours. She's supposed to wake me up at 5:30. It's 7:45. This show starts at 11. So I freaked out. First thing I do is I text her. I'm like, babe, what the hell happened to waking me up early? She's like, oh, I forgot. You have no idea the hole you've put me in for the day, woman. Yeah, I do need to take Nora out on a date. She don't want to go out, though. She's trust me. Nora does not want to go out on a date because of COVID, so. Donna said you do have a phone alarm, right? Yeah, Donna, but when my wife says she's going to wake me up, I don't set it. Besides, it was set for 9:30, which is when I've been trying to get up, when I stay up till 3 in the morning. So I was like, she's got this. She'll wake me up. She knows how important it is that I be able to get all my work done. Nope, not at all. Luis Zelaya, buddy, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you on the $5 Friday, except for the date fund. Take Nora somewhere nice on us. She's not thrilled with me, but she understands. I told her, I'm grinding it out, baby. I'm trying. Take Nora on a date fund. Oh, you guys stop it. Thank you, Fidel. You guys, she's not going to go on a date. She's COVID. She's a nurse. I say that I feel like I say that every day, but some of you might be new. She doesn't want to. She just told me last night when I was warming up chicken before Sports Right. She was like, I saw your message, White Magic. That's pretty funny. That's my way. You shouldn't have corrected my spelling, biatch. She told me last night, Nora did. I don't want to go out. I don't want to go in public unless I absolutely have to. I'll go to the grocery store, but I don't want to be around people These people are stupid. It's kind of true. Go get vaccinated so I can take my wife on a goddamn date, people. Let's go. Incarnate said, I still wake up at times with the I'm late for final exam feeling. Yeah, that does suck. But I freaked out. Doesn't matter, White Magic. It does not matter, White Magic. Barry said Barry just bought a table for 6 to the show at the Improv, giving away 2 seats for Deckheads to join me. Oh shit! Let's go. Let's go. Jerry Bow gonna be in the building. That's what's up. That's dope, Jerry. Well, let me know how I can help you give those away. That is outstanding, White Magic. That is outstanding, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. What's up? Okay, let's do this. Let's get to our sports headlines. We have a lot to cover. Enough of me whining and crying about my wonderful life I have. Christian Alonso said, I have a $10 Logan's Roadhouse gift card I will donate. She doesn't want to go. She doesn't want to go out. So it's a whole thing. All right, let's do this. Here's your sports headlines of the day. Jalen Hurts didn't play last night due to a stomach infection. Boy, was it ugly. What was the final score? 130-0. Philly fan, you got to love Philly fan. They literally booed them running off the field at halftime of a preseason game. They're booing it's preseason, bro. Your starting quarterback's not even out there. Gotta love Philly, man. Falcon reached their 100% roster vaccination rate after cutting the last 2 players that were not vaccinated. That is one way to do it, Atlanta. And we are 2 players away from 100% vaccinated. Which 2 is it? It's that guy over there and that guy over there. Are they starters? No. Are they second team? No. Man, just cut them. Let's get rid of them. Let's get to 100%. Let's go. You got to love that. That's hilarious. The woman, we talked about this yesterday. We spent quite a bit of time on it, but if you missed the show yesterday or if you have not heard, the woman who was trying to file a restraining order against Tyler Bauer, a.k.a. Trevor Bauer, a.k.a. Tyler Bauer, it was denied. So she did not get the restraining order filed against him. We talked about it yesterday. More headlines. The ACC says that teams unable to play due to lack of available players must forfeit the game. So pretty much all of the major college conferences are getting on board with this, and they're saying essentially, listen, we're not going to postpone games like we did last year. There's vaccines out. It's pretty much free to get. Go get vaccinated. And if your players don't, and that's their choice, you're going to come up with a bunch of L's. So, yeah. I like it. I dig it. Where the hell did my phone go? Well, I've lost my phone to be able to remind Kelly Iko to join me on the program. I just remembered I told him I'd text him to remind him. Sorry. Where is his thing at? There he goes. Don't forget me. Don't forget me when I'm gone. Okay. All right. Back to the headlines. Sports headlines. Oh, that's not it. What the hell did I just do there? The Charlotte Hornets signed Terry Rozier to a 4-year max extension of $97 million. Led the team in scoring last year. I want to say he scored like 20, 21 points a game. So, Charlotte's doing a little something out there. I don't know exactly what they're building, but they're doing some stuff. They're making some waves. Extended their coach. Extend Terry Rozier. They've got they got a bright future. They got a bunch of young kids. They got ball out there. I mean, we'll see what they do. But that's a big deal for them, locking him up for 4 years. So let's see. What else we got? Atlanta, you ain't got the COVID shot, but That's funny. Yeah, Atlanta, you ain't got to get the COVID shot, but you ain't gonna play for this team. Kind of like the DJ. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. So White Magic said, I wonder if they can sue for that, though. If they can prove that it was because they weren't vaccinated, could that be a form of discrimination? No. A team can cut you for any reason. A team can cut you for whatever reason they want. So I don't think, what is this? I just Googled it and they can apparently. Yeah, good luck. No, I don't think that's the case. Oh, you meant that companies can require it. Yeah, absolutely. If you recall, sorry, I'm catching up on the chat here. White Magic and Reverend are talking about this and saying, I think companies can require it. If you'll recall, one of the, I think it was Nora used to work there. It's not Methodist because that's where she's at now. Indy Anderson or Texas Children's or I don't know. Maybe it is. One of the major hospitals in this city said that all of their employees, doctors, nurses, accountants, it didn't matter, custodial workers, everybody had to get the vaccine or you wouldn't be allowed to come to work. You would be furloughed and eventually just wouldn't get paid. Well, a group of nurses got together and were like, oh, you're not doing that to us, and took it to court. And the court said, no, they have the right to do this. So employers absolutely have the right to do it. In fact, school districts, I don't know if you heard this. It was Methodist. That's right. That's where she's at now. I don't know if you heard this, but the school districts found a loophole in the mask mandate. Governor Abbott said that Texas, like schools and stuff, cannot issue a mask mandate. Okay. But they can make it part of the dress code. Now, of course, that's going to be challenged legally. But that's their loophole in getting around it for now, is saying that, oh, yeah, it's part of the dress code now. You can't wear shorts. You got to wear a T-shirt, no tank tops, and wear a mask, bitches. They're not calling your kids bitches or anything, but yeah. Hey, I gotta say thank yous to some $5 Fridays. First of all, can I say thank you to the real Lisa O? Hit me up. Not only did she give me a $5 Friday, she gave me a $25 Thursday. Oh, snap. Lisa, baby girl, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing you tonight at the draft. But she said, I got my bonus check. Lisa, thank you for the support. I very much appreciate it. Jen, thank you for the $5 Friday. Shelby, thank you for the $5 Friday. She said, thank you for all you do to make Barry on Deck happen. It's something I genuinely look forward to every day. Love you, B. I love you too, Shelby. Thank you, sweetie. Donna, thank you for the $10 $5 Friday, you sweetheart. TDP with the $5 Lamb. Katie with the $5 Friday. David T with the $5 Friday, a.k.a. PP Dubs. You guys, thank you, man. Thank you for the support. I will say this. I'm excited for the first time in maybe this show's history. I took a significant chunk of money and paid our American Express bill with it. It felt like I was contributing. It felt like I was doing my part. And that's partly because of you guys. A lot because of you guys. Let's be real. Because I can say like, well, sponsors, but there ain't no sponsors if there ain't no you. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, man. You guys are the fucking best. Don't curse, Barry. All right, let's get to some more sports. Let's start the show off on a fun note. So I don't know if you watch Brewers games or not, but during the Brewers game, you know how like cameras will pan the crowd and they'll find somebody. A lot of times they're sneaky with it, but they'll usually find some hot chick or what they think is a hot chick, and they'll do that. So this camera found this couple. And this dude looks like he's explaining how to throw a curveball to this chick. But the broadcasters and the announcers had an absolute field day with it. Check this out.
He's telling her how he used to do it. Yeah, I remember when I was in high school. I threw that nasty curveball. Should have seen him. Had
so
big
great.
Rotation on it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll show you pictures when we get back home. Got some video, too. It's black and white, but it's going to be great. You know what I mean?
She's not buying it either, is she? No.
Stop talking.
You know what?
Please stop talking. Really? Yeah, I mean, I was great. You should have said I could have gone pro, but had an argument with a coach, and we didn't quite see eye to eye.
Yeah, that trick elbow got me.
He didn't like that I wore my hat backwards.
That is so great. And all of that was impromptu. And she's like, yeah. The look on her face, Matt, that's the best part. The look on her face, she's just like,
how he used to do it.
She could not give less of a
I threw
shit.
That nasty curveball. Should have seen him.
She absolutely couldn't give less of a shit about any of this. Look at her. She's like, would you just let me watch the game? He's like, I'm telling you, if you do it. She's like, whatever.
No.
Stop talking.
Look at that face. Oh my God, it's hilarious.
I mean, I was great.
She's like, He's like, no, I'm telling you, I can make it do. She's like, yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that trick elbow.
That is outstanding. This lady couldn't give less of a shit about his baseball stories. He convinced himself, though, didn't he? Oh, yeah. Why Magic said that's Barry explaining baseball to me. Oh, my God. It is hilarious. Oh, God. That is so funny. No, I'm telling you, if you the centrifugal force in the G spot, the G force, I don't know, whatever G's it is, gee whiz. You know she didn't give a shit about what that dude. She was probably like, bro, I only came to this game so you would leave me alone. You gave me an alternative. Give you a mouthy or go to the Brewers game. Here we are. I didn't want to be here, but this beat the alternative. I don't shut up. Just let me watch the game. Go buy me a soda or a beer or some popcorn or a hot dog or all of that. Leave me alone. That bullshit. Shut the. Sure he isn't talking about the shocker. No, he was doing the curveball. You gotta get the rotation on it. I don't know. Yeah, not if it's SoFi. Don't eat their food. That was outstanding. That is good times indeed. Dang, I just saw Jen's text. Nah, it's too late, Jen. You're the best, though. Jen, I texted Jen. I was like, man, I'm so sorry I didn't get back to you. And I explained to her what happened with sleeping late and early. She says, is there anything I can do to help? And, of course, I didn't even check to say yes or no. It's nothing. I'm good. I'm just, just complaining about my day like everybody does. I'm happy though, you guys. Don't mistake me complaining about not being happy. I am thrilled to be here. Nick said, man, I wish I could hang out at one of the Dans this weekend, but I am booked up both days. I'll be at the Sports Riot Love though. Nice. Sports Riot Live. Yeah, man. Looking forward to it. And don't worry about it. And listen, I want to extend an invitation. As much as I've preached about if you're not vaccinated, don't come for your own health and safety, for everybody else's health and safety. I also want to say if you are vaccinated and you're not in the league, who gives a shit? Come hang out with us. They're going to stay open until we're done drafting. I'm going to be there. John Wesling's going to be there. Jen's going to be at both of them. A ton of deckheads are going to show up. Come hang out, even if you're not drafting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a little deckhead party get together at both locations. Tonight, South Gessner. Tomorrow, Uvalde. Come hang out. You're more than welcome. It is an open invitation to anybody and everybody, as long as you're vaccinated. Don't be coming up here with no damn unvaccinated ass calling. Good to see y'all, man. Get your funky ass out of this restaurant. I kind of want to do it on the patio or the porch. Somebody said, I got these gosh darn kids. Well, listen. Oh, one's wheezy. One's wheezy. Jefferson? One of your kids is... Jay said the show last night with Jugs was classic. Yeah, man. Jugs is great. Jugs does a great job. And I told her I wanted to get him on here too. Bring him in as a guest. I haven't had a guest, just like a regular 1 hour interview kind of guest in a long time. I need to get back to doing that. I swore I was going to do it on Wednesdays, and then I moved Jerome from Fridays to Wednesdays. So I need to get back into more people for sure. Well, said come hang out Saturday. White Magic will be signing autographs after the draft. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Jen said, ugh, y'all got me nervous as fuck to come out. Yeah, don't listen. Well, J.A., Nick is doing his thing, man. Yeah, he's doing his thing. This is, he's doing his thing. I'm not responsible for the fucking reunion for everybody. Excuse my language. All right, let's roll. We got more to get to. Let's talk. We did our headlines. We got that out of the way. Let's talk about what's going on over at the Bucks practice. In case you missed it, this is what Bruce Arians would call waving flies. That's what Bruce Arians calls waving flies. I don't think he knew that this photo existed, but apparently during the Bucks Titans scrimmage or joint practice, I guess you could say, Antonio Brown and Titans defensive back Chris Jackson got into it. And at one point, Brown rips his helmet off as they're scuffling, and the coaches tried to step in here. By the way, I don't know why this coach is wearing a glove. I mean, okay. But the coaches try to step in, and they do eventually, but not before Antonio Brown lands a beautiful left hand squarely on the jaw of Chris Jackson. Now, they broke it up. They get to the press conference. They ask Bruce Arians about it. They're like, hey, coach, what went down over there? What was all that about? And Arians is like, it was no big deal. I didn't see anything. And they're like, what do you mean you didn't see anything? What about Antonio Brown punching Chris Jackson? And he's like, huh? Oh, he was just waving flies. First of all, I've never heard it called waving flies. I know what he meant. He's swatting at flies or waving at flies, but that was Bruce Arians' explanation of this photo. Apparently, this is how you wave at flies. Hilarious. Matt Poche said maybe he's wearing gloves because he's a receivers coach. Yeah, but he's not a receiver. Who gives? You don't need to wear gloves. Stuff trying to be all cool. According to this article from USA Today, it says in addition to the Brown-Jackson mix-up, there were 2 altercations during special teams periods. In one punt coverage rep, Titans wide receiver Fred Brown and Bucks cornerback Herb Miller got tangled on the ground at midfield, where Brown wound up on top of Miller. Another scuffle involved Nick Zumder and Bucks KJ Britt. So, there's a lot of tussling and fighting and carrying on, and boys will be boys. Well, joint practices. Dusty Baker still wears his gloves. It's silly. I know. I'm not giving him a pass. I understand it's silly. That's my point. It looks silly. I don't know. There's been a lot of fighting at practices. I don't really give a shit. This is just, you can't get fined by the NFL for fighting at a practice. So what better place to take out your aggression and anger on your opponent and another team instead of yourself? It's no big deal. They break it up. Everybody moves on. But you're in a game. You take off somebody's helmet, punch them in the face. That would have got Antonio Brown suspended for a couple games. So, yeah, you're going to take advantage of it. I get it. In the game, yeah, you're not going all Andre Johnson, Cortland Finnegan anymore. Unless you're pushed to it. I forgot to get the pop filter. God damn it. I don't even know where it is. I really want to shop, but I can't drink because of TV. Fidel said, I would expect this from a Cowboys and Texans practice. I don't think that rivalry exists the way you think it does. I think the Cowboys look at the Texans and go, kind of like Longhorns, Aggies. And I'm an Aggies fan, and I'm a Texans fan. But I think you've got to be appreciably in the mix in a lot of these games in order for it to be a rivalry. And for many, many years, the Texans and the Aggies were not in the mix. Not really competitive. They would win some here and there. but they weren't usually good football teams. But yeah, Cowboys, Texans, I mean, Dallas and Houston might not like each other, which I also think now that I'm 47 and been to both cities, and I think it's kind of stupid. My disdain for Dallas, the Cowboys, the city, the people, it's gone. I don't have it anymore. I mean, fuck the Rangers, but other than that, and I'm only bleep the Rangers. I forgot. I'm sorry. God, I need a virtual swear jar. I need that shocker arm wrist thing that you put in the Discord, whoever was it, Fidel? Every time I go to say the F word, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I just don't. I mean, look, I think it's a fan rivalry thing more than anything. And I get it. That's fine. You can hate the Cowboys. Hate the Cowboys. If you're going to hate the Texans like Total Dallas, hate the Texans. It's fine. Do it. But I'll tell you this, Houston, as a whole, this is a very one-sided-ish kind of hate. Because when you talk to people from Dallas, they're like, yeah, we don't really ever think of Houston. It's not like we're not on their radar. Their hate is universally more one-directional. So, I don't know. It's just weird. Philip said, I just hate Dallas. Why did that pop up? That was weird. That's so weird. I keep trying to put Heartthrob's thing up, and it pops up Jen's. That's so strange. Let's see. Does houses pop up? Okay. That was so weird. This software is not the greatest in the world, I guess. But Heartthrob said, I just hate Dallas traffic. Screw those people. Man, come on down to Houston. Weather guy. Uzi. Watching the boys today. Got to go watch later. I'll go, homie. Appreciate you being here. Thank you. See, yet again, why I don't like doing this early. Fidel said it wasn't me, Barry. Always try to give me credit for stuff I didn't do. Well, I don't know. I don't know who it was. It was somebody. What do you want from me? So that was Swatting Flies with Bruce Arians. That sounds like a song. That sounds like a what's the dude? Margaritaville. What's his name? Jimmy Buffett. It sounds like a song Jimmy Buffett would write. Waving flies. I'm out here on the porch, waving flies. I don't know. What's up, Ray? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, my friend. Hey, Dan Campbell's kind of a jerk. You want to guess why? You want to guess why Dan Campbell's a jerk? Dan Campbell cut the Lions long snapper Don Mulbach on his 40th birthday. He cut the man on his 40th birthday. You know how big of a jerk you gotta be to send someone packing on their 40th birthday? He owned it, though. He owned it. He said, there's no way to sugarcoat that. I'm an asshole. So that's about the best way to put it. Well, at least you owned it. He said, there's no way around the business side of the NFL, really. Yeah, you can say there is, but ultimately that falls on me. It's my fault, and Don's a hell of a dude. That sucks, but it is what it is. Can we retire that, by the way? It is what it is. Did they really play together, Total Dallas? Is that true? Is that true? Wow. If that's true, ouch. If that is the case, holy shit, that's a new level, that's a new low. Damn. Hey, buddy, listen, I know we've been in the trenches together, and I know it's your 40th birthday, and I know you're a long snapper and you don't make a lot of money, and I know we've had beers together, and that time I had that flat tire, you came and picked me up, and A time at the company party at Coach's house when my kid fell in the water and almost drowned, and you dove in and saved him. A time my wife was getting mugged behind the stadium here in Detroit, and you stepped in and you took a bullet for her. I love you, man. But you suck. Gotta go, bitch. Bye. Like, wow. That's pretty bad. Pretty bad. So Dan Campbell's a jerk. Dan Campbell's a jerk. Speaking of upsetting people. Oh, Bronny's got a reason to be. I think he's searching for reasons. I talked about this on Sports Riot last night, but I think LeBron James is simply out here. I need to oil this, by the way. Can y'all hear that? Do y'all hear it when it squeaks when I move it? I could put this out of frame. See, I could put that out of frame, but I'd have to get closer like this. Never mind. All right, listen. Back to it. LeBron, I think I said this last night on Sports Right. LeBron James is looking for a reason to get angry. He's looking for a reason to be upset. He is. He needs motivation. He's looking for motivation. Shock put it the way that I meant, and he eloquently said he's chasing old LeBron. Old LeBron is chasing the old LeBron at this point. So now that people are saying that the Lakers are old, he's using that as fuel. Y'all just keep this same energy when we're in the finals next year. And if you don't know, he's upset now because of a vote. He did not receive a vote by the media. Let's see. ESPN put out an article that asked 10 scouts and executives a variety of questions about the offseason. 10. Not the league, not a million fans. Damn, y'all hurt my stomach. I didn't have a chance to eat. 10 scouts and executives. Nobody listed LeBron James as the current best player in the league. It said who did great, who had a brutal summer, what was a surprise, who will win a title. Those were some of the questions that they asked. And one of the questions also was who's the current best player in the league. And of the 10 people that responded, 0 people voted LeBron James. What's the problem? What's the problem? He's not the current best player in the league right now. He's just not. He's still really, really good. He's still a superstar. He still will go down as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. One of the maybe 2 or 3 best players of all time. But right now, there was a time when Michael Jordan wasn't the best player in the NBA. His Wizards days. Towards the end, he just wasn't the best player anymore. It's okay, LeBron. You don't have to flail about like a baby. It happens to everybody. Tom Brady is not the greatest player and the greatest quarterback in the NFL right now. He'll go down as the greatest player of all time, certainly going down as the greatest quarterback of all time. And if you disagree with me, don't at me, hoes. But right now, Patrick Mahomes is the greatest player in the NFL, the best player in the NFL. It's not Brady. It's not Aaron Rodgers. But you don't see them out there pouting. They internalize it. They may be like, okay, bitch. Okay. But LeBron's out here flailing about on Twitter. Yeah, thank you. As if I didn't need more to gas me. Washed king. Bro, relax. You wouldn't have seen Jordan flailing about on this like this. We get it. You need motivation. You've accomplished everything. This is ridiculous. This is not becoming of a king. This is something a court jester would do. Jester? You Fucking idiot. A court jester. We'll see coming in totally off topic. Can you make another Honey Badger rap? No. It was a decade ago. In fact, we're coming up on the 10-year anniversary of the Honey Badger anthem. I think it's in August or September. I just don't understand why LeBron feels like this kind of stuff has to motivate him. They called my team old. Like, legitimately, that's how age works. If you look at current ages of the players on the roster that you exist on, LeBron James, by definition of age, it is the oldest in the history of the NBA. Why are you mad about that? We'll see. Keep that same energy. But relax. No one voted me the best player in the NBA. Because you're not right now. Just doesn't make sense. And we made a list last night on Sports Right, and I'm curious what you guys in the chat, who would be your top 5? The 5 best players in the NBA right now, chat. Who is your top 5? Because we talked about it last night. And I think you go Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jokic, Luka. I mean, you might throw James in the mix. Dame, maybe. But, somebody asked about where does he exist on that list. He's not at that level. But, dude, there's a AD. Like, there's a ton of really talented players. And LeBron's in that mix. He's in the top 10. But he's not the greatest player. I would take Kevin Durant over LeBron James. Right now. If we did a draft of all the current players in the NBA, not fantasy, just let's go out, let's draft a basketball team. You're not taking LeBron number 1. You're probably not taking him 2. You're probably not taking him 3. And again, you're probably not taking him in the top 5. You're taking Durant first, maybe Kawhi second, maybe flip-flop those. Okay, argue with me. I'm good with that. Giannis is going to go pretty soon. In the draft, probably Luka. I mean, I don't know. Wallace said LeBron was top 3 in MVP discussions before he injured his ankle. Just saying. Yeah, okay. Cool. But he's not. I mean, you can talk MVP. But you think if Durant wasn't hurt the whole year, he wouldn't have been in the conversation? James was in the conversation until he got hurt. Chris Paul should have had more mention than he got. Giannis. I'm not telling you guys that LeBron James still isn't a great player, but he's not the best player. That's my point. He's still great. He's still going to be in the mix for MVPs and championships. I understand that. But what he's mad about is that a bunch of executives whose job it is to watch and know basketball don't think he's the greatest player in the NBA right now. What's wrong with that? He's not. Still great? Yes. The greatest? No. So your argument about him being in top 3 in MVP, cool, but that's MVP, and you're not taking into account everything else that occurred with other injuries and so forth in the league. And you said it yourself. He was until he got hurt. Now, Rev is saying he absolutely should think that way. And again, I don't think you guys listen to me when I talk. I think you formulate your own opinions of what you think I'm implying. I legitimately said, if that motivates you, fine. But don't go flailing about on social media week after week just because the whole NBA world isn't sucking your dick that you're the greatest player. Excuse my language. Because that's what's happening. You didn't say I'm the greatest? I'm tweeting about it. Bro, just internalize it and go be the greatest. I get it. Again, oh my God. What's wrong about being mad though? Nothing. Fuck, are you guys listening to me? Walt, House, Will, Wallace, are you guys listening to me? I'm telling you, LeBron James is a great player. He's not the greatest player in the NBA right now. I'm also telling you he should use it as fire and motivation. But you don't need to go tweet about it. You're LeBron James. It looks petty. It looks like you're insignificant. It looks like you have fallen from grace because you're out here getting butthurt that 10 executives didn't vote for you. Come on, fam. You are LeBron James. There's no reason he needed to tweet that. None. Christopher Mina said, yeah, Kobe didn't tweet about it. I don't know if Kobe would have. I don't know if Jordan would have. I'll be honest with you. Now, LeBron's a different, generation. But I'm just telling you, man, I want and I expect better from the king. That's all. How said I just don't understand that you can be mad, just can't tweet you're mad. Players do it all the time. But those players aren't LeBron James. We roasted Kevin Durant for it. I mean, I talked yesterday about how what's his name? What was old boy's name that was tweeting out? Jamal Adams. Was it Jamal Adams? No, it wasn't Jamal Adams. Who was it? I forget now. But I talked about it. Like, it's a bad look. I just don't think, you want to be the greatest, just go be the greatest. Internalize it. I get it. Kevin Durant got roasted for making a burner and doing it. Yeah. Look, at least, and that's a good point. At least LeBron's not using a burner account. Who is Jabron Lames? I'm telling you right now, LeBron James is the greatest basketball player on the planet. They're like, who is Jabron Lames? So it's a good point. At least he's not hiding behind anything, but he doesn't need to go out and do that. You already have your motivation. You don't need to tell us that this gasses you. Just let it gas you. Go in a chip. Here's what would be cool with me. Not tweeting it in the middle of fucking August. Hey, thank you for gassing me. I needed motivation. Really? You did, LeBron? Chasing rings isn't your motivation anymore? You needed this gas and them calling you old? Cool. Well, maybe you need to work on what motivates you at your age, old man. But what would have been 100% acceptable, and I've said this before about other people, including LeBron James, when he talked about people saying his team is old, save it. Save it for when you win the championship. Because now, not only do you look petty and like a crybaby, but if you don't go out and win it all this year, after all of this crying you've done in the offseason, now you're just going to look like a fool and you're going to look washed up. But if he saves that, don't call us old and don't call me washed. And then at the end, when he's holding up the trophy and Doris Burke is like, LeBron, what do you want to say to the world? Y'all said we were old. You said I was washed up. Who's washed up now, haters? Ha ha ha! That's when you do it if you're LeBron James. If you're Kyrie Irving or James Harden or I don't know, whoever, yeah, go cry on Twitter. Not LeBron. You're held to a different standard. You're the king. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. Again, most other guys cry on Twitter. Who gives a shit? They're not LeBron James. Could you imagine Tom Brady incessantly whining on Instagram? Fuck. Get over it, Tom. Shut up. Just go play, dude. We get it. You're still the GOAT. Stop crying. Yes, that's what I'm saying, House. Yes. I'm not telling you fans and players can't be upset. I'm telling you, you're LeBron James. You are looked at different. You are held to a different standard, even in your old, decrepit, declining age. Act like you've been there. And I don't understand where y'all get this. Yeah, some people hate LeBron. Some people hate Tom Brady. And I don't know if you're directing that at me, White Magic. If you are, just say it instead of trying to. But this is, first of all, there's so many things in your argument that are ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You don't have to be a skilled NBA player to have an argument about sports. You don't have to be able to make a layup to understand the sport. You think Lance Zierlein could go out and fucking defend a quarterback against JJ Watt? No, but he knows how to break down film. He understands the game. It is a ridiculous argument to suggest for one moment that somebody has to excel at anything to be able to talk about it. You don't have to have been good at it or be able to do it in order to talk about it if you understand it. And we're not talking about basketball. We're talking about public image. We're talking about being a role model for kids. We're talking about people that look up to this man. Lance would not pancake JJ Watt. I've seen Lance roaming the halls of Gal Media. He would be gassed halfway through the first block. I'm just saying, and that's fine, White Magic. If you're not talking to me in general, I just think that's a flimsy argument. I think that's a flimsy argument. I do. I mean, a lot of us played sports. I played basketball and baseball and football and elementary, junior high, and high school. I wasn't great at it. I wasn't even good at it, or I would have went further. But that doesn't mean that we don't understand the sport. Somebody like me that does this for a living, that talks about it. And understand at the end of the day, you don't have to be an expert to have an opinion in anything. You can have an opinion. It doesn't mean it's going to be a great opinion or an accurate, but you can still have an opinion. And a lot of these guys, a lot of these writers, a lot of these people that are criticizing LeBron James, I keep seeing people talk about the hate of LeBron James. I don't see the hate. I see, look, if you're going to be LeBron James, you're going to open yourself up to criticism. You're going to be criticized. And Tony makes a great point. All of the best players are going to get hate. That's going to be the case, but no one gives a shit. Like, that's the other thing I think you got to realize is when you see someone hating on LeBron, oh, he's not the best player. What? Like, and maybe that's to your point, White Magic, but it's like, that's ridiculous. You're just being a hater. The dude is one of the greatest. Whether you like him or not is immaterial. I just think it's a bad look. And I know House is like, I don't understand. That seems like a silly thing that LeBron can't whine and complain on Twitter, but James Harden can. No one's comparing James Harden to Michael Jordan and calling him the greatest basketball player to ever walk the planet. It's a difference. It's a different standard. To me. I don't think anyone in the wheelhouse ever picked up a ball in their life. Christopher Mina said, I hate Messi. Yeah, I do too. If you can't clean up your room, I hate you. How's it? I think saying that you alone are not the best player, but are the only one that can't be mad is a form of hating on him. It's the singling out. Oh my God. You guys sometimes are exhausting. How did you get that from that house? Honest to God, how did you get that me saying he shouldn't be whining and complaining is hating on him? Did I ever say he wasn't? I said right now he's not the greatest player. That's not hating on him. That's giving an opinion. So in other words, whoever I think is not the greatest player, if I'm telling you Kevin Durant's the greatest player, I hate everybody else because I'm saying they're not the greatest player? It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Chopro said, definitely don't have to be an expert to have an opinion. Exhibit A, Stephen A. Smith. Well, also apparently you can act on General Hospital. No one with any basketball sense is comparing LeBron to Michael Jordan either. All right, this conversation is over. This conversation is absolutely over. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? What? What? Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Next topic. This is so weird to me. You guys, I feel like sometimes you guys just need a reason to argue or have a chat message read. I feel like, because I don't understand, like an argument like that, what you just said, White Magic, seems so flimsy to me. 1 million people that understand basketball have compared LeBron James to Michael Jordan. That is inherently what happens in sports. It's the same reason they compared Kobe to Michael Jordan, and Kobe to LeBron, and LeBron to Kobe. I mean, this is what we do. This is what you do in sports all the time. You've never had the debate over who's better, Michael Jordan or LeBron James, in your life, White Magic. You've never sat on the court waiting for the next game to start during pickup ball and had that discussion. That is a ridiculous statement. It's an absolutely ridiculous statement to even imply that. Of course, people that know basketball have this discussion. It happens all the time. And House, I'm sorry if you don't understand that LeBron James is held to a higher standard on and off the court than anybody else. I'm sorry if you don't understand that. All right, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about this. This was interesting. Let's see. There's the Antonio Brown. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of LeBron. We got that done. This was pretty badass. Where my tattoo fans at? Not the little dude from Fantasy Island. I'm talking about like real deal tattoos. Anybody know who this is? Can anybody guess who this is? Anybody know who this is? Incarnate was like, I didn't do it this time. I understand. Listen, that is not Birdman, but that is a pretty damn good guess. It's not a bad guess, Wallace. Can anybody guess? Anybody? I mean, some of you have probably seen this already. Hal said no clue, but I do not like the tattoo. I'll tell you what I don't like about it. I'm going to let you guys guess. Will said that is definitely somebody with a high pain tolerance. It's Frank. Hey, Frank, what's up, dude? That is not Fidel. That is not Marcus. Guys, this is not just a rando. I'm not telling you just guess a random name. Hal said the river looks awful. Oh, that's not the worst part of this tattoo. It's the moon. Look at the moon. Look at that half-ass. That moon looks like half an octagon. It's got like sharp sides to it. Darren says somebody that plays for Utah. Oh, this White Magic got it. That is Kyle Kuzma. Rev said, I thought the moon was separate. No, it's not. Because if you go back and look, before he got these mountains done, Kyle Kuzma didn't have that moon on his neck. So he literally had all that done. What up, Frank? He literally had all that done as part of the mountains scene. Now, look, I think the mountains look great. I'm with you, House. I think the river probably could have been a little, I don't know. I think it's interesting that it was red and black that he went with. But that's a big ass tattoo. And I don't know about y'all. I'm not so sure. I don't have a tattoo. I don't know how much it hurts. I have been told can be painful. Anybody want to guess how long this took? He sat for this tattoo for a certain amount of time. If anybody guesses this, you probably read the article. What's up, Y Factor? Kuzmaception. We're looking at a picture of Kuzma looking at a picture of himself. Yeah, he is looking at, this is what we're doing here. So a lot of folks, Jess says 12 hours, Hal said 12 hours, Wallace said 12 hours, Shelby says 12 hours, 14 hours from Mina, 16 hours from CC. I'm guessing some of you have had tattoos. Jess said back tattoos hurt like a bitch. What was to know if he had it done on Bourbon Street? Incarnate said, I thought that moon was a tapeworm. You guys are dicks. That is not Holly, by the way, Brandon. 8 hours, that's a pretty close guess. Some of you are way off. But he sat for 6 hours to get this done. 6 hours. How's it? I feel like they let the dog do the moon. Come on, boy. You want to draw the moon? 6 hours. Cece said that's why it sucks. Is this really that bad? Like, okay, I'm not a tattoo genius. But yeah, in the article, it says he sat there for 6 hours. This is according to TMZ Sports. This is what the article says. Kuzma will now certainly never forget his University of Utah roots because he just got a mountain range back tat to pay homage to his alma mater, and it's massive. TMZ learned that the new Washington Wizards star wanted to get ink to represent his 2014 to 2017 days as a Ute. So he hit up celeb tat artist Herschel L. Carrasco. Anybody know who that is? I don't know who that is. Anybody know? Anybody know? We're told the 26-year-old headed out to Carrasco's Pachuco tattoo shop in Orange, California, and sat like a rock for the huge scenery piece. Carrasco said it took 6 hours, with the mountain range scene ultimately ending up covering a third of Kuzma's upper back. Carrasco says the artwork isn't one of any specific part of Utah, but rather a mixture of mountains in the state, and also represents power, obstacles, and overcoming them. Now, I'm going to screenshot something here because I want to prove my point about what I was saying with the moon. Hold on. Let me get over here. Save moon tat. I'm going to call that moon tat. We're going to put it in this folder right here so I can present it to you guys. So this is during, okay? This is apparently during the tattoo. I'm going to save that in there and cut. So you can see that the moon isn't there. Yeah, you were right about the Utah angle, Terrence. Wow. You leave Kyle Kuzma alone. Walt, it looked like he went to a street vendor. Oh my gosh. That is too funny. This had to be punishment for something. No, CC. Just said, well, with how shitty the art. Is it really bad? Like, I don't know. But you can see that the moon doesn't exist on his neck right now. So he definitely had that moon added. He definitely had the moon added later. I feel like, so like if you look at this picture, if you look at this picture, that's probably where I would have stopped. I think that would have been fine. All right, chat? I think that would have been okay. I wish I could zoom in on that. Let me see. Hold on. I might be able to zoom in on this. Let's see. Position. There we go. Look at Daddy moving it. Uh-oh. Let me reset all this. Oh, shit. I done messed it all up. If I zoom in there and zoom in there. There we go. See, I feel like if he would have stopped here and not added the moon and not gone with the river, I think this would have been dope. Told her Dallas said mall kiosk tattoo. Oh, White Magic said Google other mountain tattoos. Okay. Mountain tattoo back. Google images. A lot of chicks getting mountain tattoos on their backs. I guess I just pull up Google Images for you guys here. Okay. So let me pull this up here. Scene. I hate trying to go get my screen ready for you guys. That's the only part about this that sucks. Okay. Here is your mountain tattoo Google. Careful with the wording, Barry. Why? Homeboy did it all willy-nilly. All right, this is what I found for mountain tattoos on the back. One of those looks like a postcard. What is this one? Oh, I'm over here clicking on the fucking wrong thing. Open a new tab. I mean, I like Kuzma's better than that. Yeah, that ain't good. Let's open up this one. Let's see what this is. I mean, that's okay. I also like Kuzma's better than that. What else? What the hell is that? That one's pretty dope. Let's see. This one looks like a postcard. That is terrible. Like, really? So far? Like, that's terrible. There's that one's not bad. I like that. But yeah, I mean, I'll take that over these if I'm being honest. No bueno. That says a lot of bad tattoos. Yeah, I see that now. Maybe mountains just aren't, maybe that's just a hard thing to tattoo. I don't know. I'm still scrolling. I see one here. That one kind of looks okay. This one is super weird on a forearm. Let's see. We'll close that one. Here, let me do a couple more here. What do you guys think about that one? I mean, that's pretty cool. Is that a good tattoo, chat? Hey, chat. Hey, chat. I mean, I think that's pretty good, right? Is that not? Is that not? I don't know. I thought that one was pretty good. Let's see. What is this? I mean, the bear on the right looks kind of weird. I don't know that I would have gone that route. Oh, Cece said no. So that's not a good mountain tattoo, really? Well, I guess I don't know. I just don't know what the fuck a good tattoo looks like. Because I would have said that that was better than most of the ones we saw. But, oh boy. Oh, boy. Oh, 40 plus mountain tattoo ideas. Okay. Let me make sure there's no nudity on this. I don't want to see like the head of a penis with a mountain tattoo on it and then put that on my Twitch channel. And it's just got a foot. We're good. Okay, I think these might be better, folks. I think we found a good mountain tattoo list. So tell me if this is better here. Here we go. Come on, bitch, scroll up. Okay. So this is on, here we go, merge. What did Shelby say? I love Twin Peaks. Oh, so here's how I see. This is why I have to do the chat. Like I have to stop for a moment and put it all together, because as I read the chat, I see I meant the show, and Walt said me too, Shelby. And then the last thing she posted before that was some of these are pretty bad. And I was like, what? Some of the shows that I'm doing are pretty bad? But then I had to go back further, and Shelby said, I love Twin Peaks. And Walt said, me too. And she said, I meant the show. And some of these are pretty bad or just about the tattoos. See how I've got to process all this? So sometimes when I snap at you and I lose my shit because I don't have the context of it and I got to go find it all. And because I know Shelby would never shit on the show like that. Not publicly. She's not LeBron James. She'd text her friends and be like, this show fucking sucks. So, okay, let's look at these tattoos. Let's go. Merge. Here we go. So this is 40 plus mountain tattoo ideas. Are these better? Like, that's a good mountain tattoo, right? Come on, fam. That's got to be better. Is that better? No, I'm not Googling dragon dick tattoo. But that sounds like it would hurt. Also, you got to have a certain set of skills to get a dragon dick tattoo. Just FYI. Walt said D-Model. Or not Walt. White Magic said D-Model. Something wrong with you, bro. All right, so CC's kind of like, ugh. It's okay. Wallace said nice. Shelby said better. Mina said yes. All right, so that's one decent one right there. I mean, it's pretty good. All right, here's another one. Oh, that's awful. That's not good at all. The moon is better. Here's one. Oh, that's kind of cool, I guess. I like that. That's not bad, but it just, I don't know. Okay, no. I thought that was corn for a minute. I had no idea what that was. No, I'm good on that. I don't know what that is. What the hell? This looks like you're looking through a kaleidoscope. Okay. No, not a fan. I don't like that. That looks like when I went to get my colonoscopy and they hooked me up to the heart monitor. This looks like what my heart was doing. Think like a mountain. Leopold. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not bad, I guess. That's weird. That looks like my grandma's thighs. Not good. Oh, there's a foot mountain tattoo. That one's pretty dope. I like that. Nope. That's weird. Is that a whale down there? That is awful. That is terrible. Nope. Okay. I think we can come to the conclusion. That's busy, but I don't like that either. I think we've come to the conclusion that mountain tattoos suck. Sorry, Kyle Kuzma. Sorry, buddy. Well said. Note to self, never get a mountain tattoo. I still haven't seen a good one yet. Did you guys literally post that at the same time? There's Walt's, there's houses, back to back. Note to self, no mountain tattoos. That's pretty funny. Yeah, they're not good. Not good at all. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Okay. Let's talk real quick about the NCAA. We got to Dan Campbell. Let's see. What do I have on non-sports? We need to do some non-sports. We've done a lot of sportsy things. Here's one thing we could talk about. Speaking of handsome, what? I would just like to point something out. You guys make fun of me for not showering all the time. But according to this article, celebrities have recently taken a public stance against bathing, saying that they don't do it all the time. But all sorts of A-listers are coming forward. Most recently, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis said they don't like to bathe themselves or their kids. Bradley Cooper, Cameron Diaz, Jake Gyllenhaal, Julia Roberts, the Kardashians, well, one of them, Brad Pitt. But now, one of Matthew McConaughey's co-stars on Tropic Thunder, Yvette Nicole Brown, brought him into the no bathing discussion last week. What the hell just happened? Oh, I think my headphones are dying. That's strange. Are you guys still there? But brought it in last week and said, let's see where to go. It all began back in 2008 when Matthew McConaughey was filming Fool's Gold with Kate Hudson. Matthew revealed that Kate would bring a salt rock for him to rub on his body since he didn't wear deodorant. She's always bringing a salt rock, which is some natural deodorant. Would you please put this on? I just never wore it. No cologne, no deodorant. The women in my life, including my mother, have all said, hey, your natural smell smells one like a man and two like you. That's all I'm out here doing. I'm just out here smelling like a man. Brown said he does not have an odor. He smells like granola and good living. He has a sweet, sweet scent that is just him, and it's just not musty or crazy. There you go. Well, I'm musty. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes if I go too long, my balls stink. Bitch, first of all, I don't shop at Forever 21 anymore. I bought one shirt there one time, and you guys and fucking Joel and Nick blew it way out of proportion. Way out of proportion. Just like the hug thing. Just like the hug thing. Time to let the bit die. Okay? I shop at American Eagle? Yes. Do I wear skinny jeans? Yes. Do I shop at Forever 21? No. I have one fucking shirt there one time, and you guys act like I'm a fucking member of the Forever 21 Frequent Shoppers Club or some bullshit. Ridiculous. Let the bit go. It's dead. It's dead. Just like the Barry doesn't like to hug people bit. Dead. Along with the show. It died. Let it go. Rest in peace, suspects and the bits that existed. He smells like the leather in a Lincoln. That's a good one. That's a good one. Probably does. Probably smells like leather. Mahogany and bourbon. I'm just saying, listen, if there's really handsome and beautiful people out there not showering. I mean, I still shower. They never shower, apparently. I shower 2-3 times a week. I don't shower every day. Apparently, I wear deodorant. I've got deodorant on right now. I mean, I sweat a lot. That's why I wear deodorant. He doesn't wear deodorant. I hope he showers, at least. Walt said, what's wrong with Forever 21, though? It's mostly a chick store. That's the other thing. Like, they don't even have a lot of clothes for dudes. The only reason I would ever have walked into Forever 21 is because I was skinny for like 3 weeks. I had lost a bunch of weight. I was like, oh, let me go see what's in here. I like this shirt. And now all of a sudden, I'm some frou-frou emo bitch shopping at Forever 21 all the time. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. You guys just kill me with all this crap. I'm so glad he's here. Oh, save me, Kelly. We're doing this right now. Join me on the program, and it could not be at a better time. Kelly Iko in the building. Mr. Iko, how are you, buddy?
How you doing, Barry? Not
I'm
bad.
great.
Today has been kind of busy. Yeah.
Is it crazy busy again? I know yesterday you had issues. I won't keep you, fam. I got
No. I'm good.
I got questions that I think the people want to know and they want your expert opinion on. Plus, I just love hanging out with you and talking basketball. So,
Facts.
feel like we get to skinny. What's going on with you over there at the Athletic? You guys tearing it up over there?
Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to take time off.
Oh,
Kind of like the little break before the season. You know how
right.
It's always like a little, yeah, so a lot of people are taking time off.
I dig it. Got to, man. I dig it.
But
I'm
good.
Well, let's get into it. Let's talk about, first of all, your assessment of the Rockets through the summer league. What you saw from these new guys, the new draft picks, and the rest of the team.
Well, I mean, I guess the first place to start is Jalen Greene. Everyone understands that when you take a guy number 2, he's going to be the face of the franchise. And I think Summer League was a good showcase for him. We got to see, obviously, the scoring is there. But we kind of saw the playmaking, the processing things in real time, the athleticism, the overall, the on-court leadership, the intangibles, the things that you want to see from a guy you're taking second overall and who could lead your franchise for a decade plus. So I think from that perspective, it was good for him. We also saw Alperen Şengün, the talented young Turkish big man, who I think is going to be a phenomenal player in the next 2 to 3 years. I think he has all the things you want to see from the modern day big man, passing. You know, he defensively actually that was his biggest question mark, but he actually played quite solid.
Yeah,
spatial awareness, understanding the angles, places to pick his spots. He actually averaged 3 blocks in summer league, which is impressive considering his tiny frame and everything. And he's just a greedy guy. He reminds me of a scholar with more tools in his bag, just from that perspective. Josh Christopher, also a pretty exciting player. Obviously, the jump shot needs work, but everything else apart from the athleticism, the driving, just the overall on-court swagger, he's a good young kid. And Garuba, defensively, he's a stalwart. Everyone knows that coming into the draft. We saw him at the Olympics perform. Offensively, he's still quite raw, and he'll need to develop that. And I think he'll be in the G League for that reason. I think those guys, those two, Christopher and Garuba, could see some G League stints just because you want to develop those guys. And there might be a minutes crunch earlier on in the season because the Rockets have a lot of guards and a lot of talented forwards and wings. So I think for that reason alone, we could see some guys go back and forth between Houston and the Vipers. But overall, I think Summer League was excellent for them. I think they went 3-2. You saw everything that you need to see from the young guys, even the other guys, Kyrie Thomas, Anthony Lamb, Kenyon Martin Jr. I think Kenyon Martin Jr. is up for a big role this season. The Rockets put him in positions to defend kind of more small ball, big roles. And he did do that some last season, but I think there was more of an onus to step into that role this summer and see if he could handle his own. And he did quite well in that. So I think between Martin, Green, Şengün, Christopher, even Porter Jr., the Rockets have a good young core and tape, going forward.
Yeah, I really the games that I watched, I really was impressed with Kenyon Martin Jr., but I felt like I was maybe in the minority. Everybody was talking about Kevin Porter and Jayshawn Tate.
Right.
But I loved KJ Martin. I was like, man, this I love watching his game. It was kind of raw, but it felt like he had a ton of talent. So it's good to see he's kind of taking on a development role and realizing he's going to hopefully have a part to play in this team going forward. Now, based on your assessment of Summer League, have you moved up the timeline on when the Rockets will be a competitive basketball team at all?
What was the original timeline? Was it?
Well, I'm just saying, if most people saw the draft and knowing that they're in a rebuild, let's say it was 4 years projected or 5 years projected, should we, based just on the limited amount of games that we saw from these young guys and what they could be capable of, are we moving up that timeline at all, or are we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
No, I think one of the things you don't want to do because of Summer League, you don't want to make big claims off of those. It's still Vegas, still basketball in August, and it can be a little sloppy, and you don't want to take too many points from it. What you want to do is use Summer League as a set of data points. And I was talking to Rockets assistant coach Will Weaver about this, and he said that how they plan for next season is they take all these things from last season as a data point. They take Summer League as a data point, and they use that to evaluate what went right, what went wrong, and how they can look forward to next season. So I still think their timeline is still 4 seasons before they're a legit team, because to develop those guys, Green, Şengün, into like star players. Green's might be a little quicker, maybe 2 years, but Şengün might be 3 to 4. And so if you're going to factor that, then you have to also factor into their current guys on the roster, Christian Wood and guys who may not be there in 3 to 4 years. So I still think 4 years is a good timeline for the Rockets rebuilding project.
I'll tell you what, you saw Şengün and Green's odds go up for winning Rookie of the Year. In fact, Şengün, who had, as you said, had such a great summer league, he actually cracked the top 5 as far as odds to win Rookie of the Year, which is amazing. You think about that. The Rockets have 2 potential Rookie of the Year candidates on one team from one draft. Talk about the job that Rafael Stone did with the assets that he had in this draft, or the spots that he had in this draft, because I think not enough praise has been heaped upon him. Or am I off on that?
No, it was a solid job. I think coming into the draft, nobody expected them to take 3 rookies, much less 4. But he did great to take Green at 2, which is the best player available, sneaking up to 16 and taking Şengün, which a lot of people had going top 10 in their mock drafts, a lot of experts. That was great. Getting Garuba, the best defensive player in the draft, was also excellent. And Christopher, it's a swing. After you've taken 2 surefire picks in Şengün and Green, you can take a Garuba, you can take a Christopher, and understand that you trust your development team and your training staff and coaching staff to mold these guys into young professionals. I think one of the biggest things we see across the NBA is a lot of these guys come into the league, and it's really up to, of course, the player and the work they put in, but it's also up to the environments they're in, the systems that are put in place to put these guys from young guys to real professionals. So I think getting Green and Şengün, those guys are going to be trusted to develop quickly. But also Garuba and Christopher, they'll be able to be with John Lucas, be with Robbie Keck, be with Barbara Turner, and guys that will put them in positions to excel. So I think Stone did a good job in kind of evaluating the process, and him with the scouts and the front office. They did a good job of capitalizing on opportunities on draft night.
All right, let's talk a little NBA, the veterans for a second, specifically LeBron James, who seems to be all up in his feels as of late. Got his feelings hurt because the media said the Lakers were old, which is just a fact. If you can look at their ages. Got his feelings hurt again that 10 executives, out of 10 executives, none of them voted him the greatest player in the NBA right now. 2 questions for you, Kelly Iko. I've been arguing with my chat all morning. They basically call me an idiot. But I said right now the truth of the matter is LeBron James isn't the greatest player in the NBA. 1, am I wrong? And if I am, say so. But 2, who would you say would have deserved that? Should he have gotten a vote for the greatest? I mean, thoughts on all this?
I think he should have gotten 1 at least. It's still LeBron James. Yes, Father Time is undefeated and he's 36 and everything. We've seen the Washed King hashtag, all that stuff. But I think it's also, Giannis and KD have played so tremendously the past 2-3 years. Giannis, especially in the finals, kind of took that next step to number 1 player. Kevin Durant's also going to be there. But I think LeBron is still, he should have garnered the respect of still being, the best player in the NBA. He shouldn't be dethroned that quickly. Now, it's an argument, and you can make an argument for all 3 of those guys. And it's not a bad argument to have. You shouldn't feel disrespected because you've been number 1 player in the NBA for over a decade. This isn't a slight to you. If anything, it's a testament to how long you've stood against all the time. And obviously, LeBron's looking for some motivation coming to the year. These are all the critics about the Westbrook long work and the Carmelo long work, and they're old and slow and everything. So I think he's looking for more fuel to the fire. I honestly think that him doing that on Instagram is for his teammates to kind of get them fired up.
You think so?
Because if they see him,
now that would make a little sense. Because I'm like,
yeah.
The same thing I said about when he got upset about people saying that the Lakers were old. Bro, don't come out and say that now. Don't come out and pout and say you guys are wait until you're holding the trophy. Because now you really set yourself up to look bad again like coming out and pouting like this. Just wait, man. If you're the best and you're going to win it all, great. That trophy ceremony is when you do that. Not now. Not in the off season. It just looks bad to me. I don't know.
Yeah, but you know, LeBron has always been kind of that cryptic guy, and he looks for ways to kind of get guys motivated. And
I think that's an interesting point. We didn't bring it up on the show, nobody in the chat nor I, but I like that idea. If that's the case, I understand a little bit more than if you're trying to motivate your teammates and okay, I get that. Maybe makes a little more sense.
Put a chip on their shoulder. Yeah.
But it looks just a little whiny for the so-called greatest player on the planet to be crying on his IG. Come on, fam. You're not KD. Let them other cats do that. You're LeBron James. But anyways, Dan, I love talking NBA with you, homie. I know you got a ton of stuff to do. I know you got a ton of stuff to get to. Just one last thing from you. Any observations from Summer League of this offseason about the NBA in general that you wanted to share with people?
I got a lot from Summer League. Yeah, I think a lot of people were wrong. I think a lot of people were wrong about this class. This draft class has some studs. I know in the weeks and months leading up to the draft, they labeled it as an okay class with, you know, Cade being, you know, number one guy and Green, and then everyone else, or after the top four, everything was kind of flattening out. I don't think that's true at all. Moses Moody, Trey Murphy, Jonathan Kuminga, Davion Mitchell, James Bouknight, like Sharif Cooper. How did he go to the second round? Like, I have no idea. Jalen Johnson. This class has a lot of good young players that are going to be key rotational figures for the next, you know, whatever years. So I was really impressed with Trey Murphy. I think he's going to be an excellent 3-and-D guard, 3-and-D wing in New Orleans. I think he fits that team kind of perfectly. It would have been better if they had Alonzo there and some of the other pieces, but he's going to be a good player there. I think the Warriors did a steal getting Kuminga and then Moody to add to Steph Curry and Draymond Green. If Clay comes back at 80 to 90% of what he was, granted he has been out for 2 years, I think the league is going to be in trouble. Sharif Cooper, you know, going to Atlanta and being able to learn from a Trae Young and playing that system, that up-tempo system that fits his style. The Knicks, you know, getting Quentin Grimes, Miles McBride, you know, two young good guards that are going to help a team that needed help at guard last season to go along with Campbell Walker, Derrick Rose, Emmanuel quickly. I think now you're going to start to see kind of things formulating across the league. And Scotty Barnes, you can't forget Scotty Barnes, you know, Jalen Suggs. Like, this class has a lot of names. Like, people need to get familiar with these guys quickly, and it's a lot of good guys to come. So that was my overall takeaway from Summer League. And apart from that, Vegas was kind of different this year because of COVID and everything. You know, typically a lot of people enjoy the free atmosphere, getting to see guys you haven't seen in a while, kind of walk and talk with execs and people around the league. And this year was kind of different because, you know, the whole restrictions. But try to make the best of it, you know, kind of getting where you fit in. And look forward to maybe next year people get vaccinated and be able to
right?
do the stuff no more.
Come on, people.
You know,
well, dude,
but it was good to go.
You do a great job covering the NBA and the Rockets for The Athletic. I always look forward to your pieces that come out. You do mailbags and everything else. I want to encourage everybody out there, go subscribe to The Athletic, if for nothing else, so you can get the stuff that Kelly Iko produces on a daily, weekly basis. It's that good. I promise. You are the reason I paid for The Athletic, and I'm so happy I did. How can the people follow you on social media, Kelly? Tell them where to find you.
Kelly Iko, IKO, NBA, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Is that what Twitch?
You're like, I don't know.
But Instagram, Twitter, subscribe to Athletic for sure. Email me. It's in my bio. So let's talk hoops. Whatever you want to talk about.
Go check him out, Kelly Iko, homie. I appreciate you. I love sitting down talking basketball with you, man. I look forward to this every week. Thank you so much for doing this. That is Kelly Iko.
Sure,
we'll talk to you next time. Have a great weekend, buddy. That is Kelly Iko of The Athletic, as always, joining us to talk basketball like he does each and every week here on Barry on Deck. Listen, I know what I owe you. I see you incarnate. I know the rest of you want this. I now need to take a break. It's 12:42. The show is over at 1. You might be asking yourself, why am I taking a break? What's the big deal? Well, stick around. You're going to find out right now. Don't go anywhere. We're back in a couple of minutes. This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack.
I got your bitch sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope.
Oh, hell, here we go again. What happened? What happened? What happened? I see, it never fails. Yeah, I know. Muted as usual. Can't hear you. God damn it. I don't even know why I gave you this song if you guys are going to. You still can't hear me? You can hear me now. The chat's behind. Muted as usual. Go fuck yourself. Did it lag? Was there a lag? Was there lag? Did the song itself lag? I'll have to go back and listen. There's something going on. I don't know. I feel like I should just end the show now. Just call it. Try to be nice. Give you guys sitting on the corner doing dope. Forgot to unmute. Some of you are just nice enough to say you're muted. Some of you have to be dicks about it. Yeah, let's just go. It's at this point. Let's just go. No, Wallace. I'm not giving you your last 10 minutes. I'm not doing it. Thanks for being here, though. Much love to you guys. I gotta go shower and put on some deodorant. Hey, Cece, thank you for the $5 Friday, sweetie. I appreciate you. She said, I'm so sorry I forgot it was Friday. Vacay got me messed up. No! Never. She said this is happening too often. What's happening too often? Actually, Cece, it just doesn't make sense to start anything at this point. Everything I have would take longer than 10 minutes. Walt, no third hour today. I mentioned it at the top of the show. I've got to get to the station early, but have no fear. Monday we're doing a 3-hour show. I promise you. I promise. Let me look at my schedule. Monday, I swear to you, 3-hour show. Yeah. All I have on there is a backup holding place for Dan's draft if we didn't do it this weekend. So Monday, 3-hour show. I promise you. Have a great weekend. Good golf. Good tennis. Alex, you little rascal. Did you PayPal me? I always forget to check it, buddy. Thank you for the $5 Friday. I love you. 3 hours until someone fucks it up. No. Cece, that was just me being drama. It's really, I had nothing. I was just going to sit here and bullshit for 5 or 10 minutes. I wasn't going to introduce any new topics, so it's just a good excuse to get out. I got a shit ton of stuff to do. I really do. It's not you, I promise. Promise! Hey, you guys have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you tonight at the draft at Dan's Seafood and Wings on South Gester. Come hang out with us. I'll see you tomorrow. The draft on Uvalde at Dan's. Come hang out with us. Until then, and until Monday, do me 3 favors. Be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. See y'all tonight. See you tomorrow. See you Monday. See you on TV. Bye. Make sure you watch. And he's making a YouTube video.